Okay, so I feel like I'm dreaming or something, but I don't think I am. Maybe I got the day wrong or something. Nobody's in the studio but me. So I showed up, I set everything up. I get everything going, right? And then I come onto the set here and there's nothing here. Emil's not here. None of the desks are empty. The set is fully changed, and I swear to God, Zach and Waleed, if you guys are behind this is some kind of prank, then you better be careful about what door you're opening here, if you get what I'm saying, because I will step up my game. I'm gonna have to start pranking you guys, but maybe I'm wrong. Maybe this is something else. This feels like something else. Hello? Yeah, nobody's here. Okay, tell you what I'm going to do, folks. Let's give Emil a call here. Hey, Siri, call Emil.
Calling Emil DeRosa.
Okay.
Hello.
Emil, what the fuck, man? Where are you?
What do you mean? Where are you? I'm on the new set, baby.
The new set? Now, I'm on set. What are you talking about?
You know what it is? There's probably no reception out here on the open seas, if you know what I'm saying.
No, I don't know what you're saying. Are you coming in, or what's going on?
Look, I'm gonna send you a pin, all right? Just meet me down here.
Jesus Christ. Okay, how do I dress? Do I wear what I got on?
Oh, whatever you're wearing's fine. Anything works down here. Just bring some sunscreen.
Okay, I guess I'll see you soon then.
Yeah.
You want anything from the store? You want a banana, coffee, beans? What do you want?
Yeah, definitely beans. Lots of beans.
Naturally, of course, my bean boy wants his beans. Okay. This better not be a prank. I guess I'll see you in a bit. Bye.
All right, see you later, baby.
Okay, it says I'm here. I don't...
Ahoy, matey!
Emil?
Who else, pal? Hey, where's the beans?
I forgot the beans.
Come on, man.
What is this?
Just get over here. Wait till you see this thing.
Is this real? Did you steal this?
What do you mean? Check out the name on the boat, baby.
The Columboat.
You know it, baby.
It's real?
Of course.
The legends were true.
Hold on, I'll come down and get you.
Welcome back to Honky and the Beat Man.
Kramer, when I get done with you, are you ready for a Trillionaire mindset?
Fill me up, Arrow.
Bitcoin solves this. Bitcoin 100,000.
Emil, this is great, but where's the studio?
That's the best part, bud. You're on it. Bud, wait till you see this. Come on, follow me. Come on. Come on, it's right this way. Come check it out.
Whoa. Permission to come aboard?
Ahoy, matey.
You're supposed to say permission granted.
Oh.
Wow. How long have you had this boat?
I've been working on it for a couple weeks now.
I see you've got plenty of 9/11 books to
Oh,
keep
I
us...
had to have the night when we're out to sea. We got to brush up.
Yeah. There's never enough reading to do about 9/11. We got the burp jar. Look at this insane window.
Oh yeah, you can see where we are.
What a view. Wow.
Unbelievable.
And what the heck is this?
Oh, another surprise.
What'd you do? That's not what year it is. Oh, that's what it ested.
Established.
Oh, that's what... no, est. Est.
I don't know what you're doing.
Wow.
Look at this. We got a little back to school merch drop.
Whoa. Wait, but what's the name of the set? What do we call this?
The Columboat.
The Columboat.
Yeah.
Wow, do I need some Dramamine?
You might.
I get a little seasick.
That checks out for you.
Yeah. I remember one time I was on a sailboat, my buddy Austin's sailboat. I jumped off to go pee in the ocean. And it wasn't until I was in the ocean that we realized that he didn't have his ladder to get me back up on board. So my little brother and he had to try to hoist me back up. And it is very, very, very hard to pull someone back up on a boat. It was like a big, sailboat. And with the waves, it was like, it would be
you
like,
come close?
Yeah. And then suddenly you're like, you're hanging under the boat.
Well, we're going to have to make sure we always put the ladder out for you.
Yeah. Always put the ladder out, the piss ladder. So the piss ladder on Columboat. Wow. This is amazing, Emil.
So look at this. We got some t-shirts coming. We got these super chill friggin' sweaters. I don't know if I have a t-shirt.
This is a t-shirt too.
But I do have, this is my favorite. The freaking rugby shirt, Trillionaire mindset. Are you kidding me?
Look at
I
this.
might have to pop this guy on.
I like this. Today for us, yesterday for you.
Ooh, that's fun.
My favorite slogan that you hate that I say. Fucker.
So-
you know what my
So
favorite thing is?
these will be
What?
These will be live tomorrow. You
These
can
are living?
No, not tomorrow. Today for
us?
you.
Today for you. Yesterday
for
for
us.
us.
No, wait, that's
No,
not
wait.
even right.
Tomorrow for us.
Tomorrow for us. Today, for you.
Yeah.
When you're hearing this, you'll be able to order them. I got to put on a freaking rugby.
My favorite part is that I can wear green on the set now.
Oh, that is the best part.
Yeah. No, actually, the best part is that it's a boat. Why'd you guys laugh at that? It's just a boat. Oh, wait, that's the sound of the crew.
Oh, we do have a crew here.
We got a shit deck and everything. Poop deck. Do you think pirates they knew what they were doing naming it that? They were like, hey, we got to entertain ourselves somehow.
No, because it didn't mean poop back then.
What did it mean?
Um,
What did they call poop?
I don't know.
Do you
Ben.
have to, dude? Do you have to?
I want to put mine on.
Okay. Yeah, that's fine. No, everybody keep your eyes over here, all right? Keep your eyes on me.
Yeah, keep that.
Yeah, don't look at the muscles. They'll hypnotize you like they got me. Now
Oh, you know what, Ben? I should have unbuttoned.
Christ on the cross. Good Lord. Oh, man. Well, he's stuck like that now. Jesus, hey. For the audio listener, he couldn't get the shirt on, and these shirts are really, really great.
Dude, this one is sick.
Yeah, it is. Well, you should take it to the doctor.
The problem is I can't.
Wow, you really look like a rugby guy.
Do I?
Mm-hmm.
Like someone who would date.
Date who? What kind of rugby player date? Who do they date?
That famous woman dated a rugby player.
Oh, yeah, no, I know.
Give me 1 second. Emma. The Harry Potter girl, Hermione.
Oh, Emma Hermione.
Emma Watson.
Emma Watson, yeah.
So, Emma, if you're watching. Look, there she is.
He's not playing rugby. He's walking on the beach.
Yeah, but he played rugby.
Oh, he did?
Yeah, look, there's pictures of him playing rugby.
Oh, yeah, he's running. He looks like he knows how to play rugby, that's for sure.
I wish it was okay to wear your own merch.
It literally is. That's what you're doing.
Should I go on dates with this?
Yeah.
And they'll be like, what's Trillionaire mindset? And I'll say, it's funny you should ask.
Hey, baby. Go to youtube.com/Trillionaire mindset. Baby.
So look, we got a new set. We don't have to fight it out with Waleed and Zach anymore. That was all a bit anyway. They're good. We love them.
No, we don't.
But
No, we do.
But if they ask to climb aboard Columboat, the answer's no.
What? Yeah, the answer's yes.
Okay, fine. The answer's yes.
Well, they have to come through the piss ladder first. They've got to jump in the ocean to prove that they're seaworthy and then climb aboard.
Okay.
Yeah. But
They have to work a little bit. They got to scrub the poop deck.
Yeah. They can't come aboard now, though, because as you can see by looking out the window, we are anchored in. Where are we?
I got lost when I came to pick you up.
Okay.
So I'm going to have to check some coordinates and stuff. I'm still getting my sea legs, if you know what I mean.
Yeah. Nobody's captaining the boat right now because we don't need anybody to because we're anchored, like I said.
Yeah, but we got the crew keeping an eye on stuff.
It's definitely going to be fun doing this this very real lore.
Oh, it's super real. We can go anywhere we want. Tell us where you want us to dock, and we'll do it.
Well, we could.
And that way they'll know it's real.
Yeah. Well, I'm happy being docked here in this nondescript tropical location. Hey, there's another boat out there. You see it all the way in the corner?
Oh, I know that guy.
Hey, it's a naked lady on that boat. Ahoy!
Don't stare.
Thank you. You're right. Okay. Check the disclaimer in the description box, please. You're going to want to click...
And if it seems like it's been edited in, it hasn't. We're professionals.
Yeah,
and we
no.
remembered.
Yeah, no. But it's in... Hey, Steven, which do you prefer? Let me know in email.
Have you talked to him?
Just once.
So not quite the Glenn relationship.
Well, not yet, but also hi, Glenn.
Okay.
But anyway, check that disclaimer. You click see more in the description box and read that shit. Anyway,
like we were saying,
we're restocking Columbo merch on October 7th. It's going to be a limited run, so if you're Columbo head, you're going to want to go there and get your shit,
dude,
all right?
this thing is legitimately so sick.
Okay, that's good. And then we also have the cool back-to-school collegiate line that's coming out. I'm wearing one. Emil here is wearing one.
So if you're trying to catch the eye of Emma Watson,
yes,
you're going to want to pick one of these up.
That's exactly right. So you can go to TrillionaireStore.com to pre-order this merch, baby. Also, while you're here, you know the drill, man. You know the fucking drill. Just follow the thing, subscribe to the thing, youtube.com/trillionaire mindset. We have a deadline now for the big kiss.
Yeah, you guys were fucking around
Here's a
too much.
preview.
Oh, this is what it'll look like. I thought we were doing it.
Not till we got until the end of the year. We're giving it until
December
31st. We need
2021.
We need 6,800 more subscribers by the end of the year to
600,000 more?
No, 6,800.
Shit, I was going to say, I don't think we'll hit that.
No, I don't think we'll hit that probably ever.
6,000 seems doable.
6,800 seems doable. Yeah. Very doable. We're getting there little by little. So audio listeners, we're looking at you, but we also love you. Please don't go anywhere. And YouTube listeners, you're watchers, you're doing God's work. Jesus loves you. Hey guys, we want to take a quick break to thank another sponsor of today's episode, Talkspace. Listen, it's important to prioritize your mental health and wellness every day because when you work on yourself, you'll start to see and feel positive changes in all areas of your life. The long-term effects of therapy can give you the tools to deal with challenges as they arise, strengthen your relationships, and give you a more optimistic outlook on life. There's no better time to invest in yourself than right now.
Getting started is the most important part. There's no need to wait until something goes wrong in your life to work with a therapist. Of course, Talkspace is also there to help with any specific challenges you might be facing. It's the #1 online therapy platform with thousands of licensed therapists trained in over 40 specialties, including anxiety, depression, relationships, and more. Your therapist can help you set and achieve your goals.
Talkspace is secure and private, using the latest end-to-end bank-grade encryption technology to store client information and complying with the latest HIPAA regulations.
Now get this, as a listener of this podcast, you'll get $100 off your first month with Talkspace.
Damn.
To match with a licensed therapist today, go to Talkspace.com. Make sure to use the code TRILL to get $100 off your first month and show your support for the show. That's Trill and Talkspace.com. We are the #1 Christian finance podcast.
Oh yeah, I forgot about that. We are. I heard a radio commercial the other day. This is why radio still rules, man.
Tell me why.
It was a radio commercial for a college that does like math and science from a Christian perspective.
Like, is it mostly how you fudge the dates on stuff?
I don't know. I don't know what that means. It makes me want to check it out and be like, what is the... How do you do math? Math is a universal thing.
No, they're like, here's how you pack human history into 2,000 years.
Yeah. There are some people in like Congress that believe in that shit, right?
Probably. There's some people in Congress who believe a lot of shit.
Yeah, that's true. That is very true. We're a lot closer now, right?
Like personally?
No, like the physically.
Oh, physically.
Yeah. You're
and emotionally.
Oh, yeah, because we can touch now.
Oh yeah, well, you really used to have to.
Yeah, we had to lean, and I would have to go like that just to be able. Should we just hold hands?
You know what is good?
What?
This set is going to be great for the kiss.
Oh yeah, because. Not just yet. Oh man, my lips are just wet.
Are you going to wet them before you kiss me?
I don't know, dude.
It's going to be like kissing my uncle.
Do I look like your uncle?
No, but he always has wet lips whenever I kiss him.
Fuck. Now I'm thinking about my uncle's his lips.
How wet are they?
I don't know, man. They always look bone dry. I'm like, I'm not gonna kiss him now.
Right. He always like comes down the stairs, and I'm like, "Were you up there licking your lips, my man? Prepping?"
God. Yeah, my uncle. I won't say his name because you could probably find him. Just Google Ben Con uncle lips.
What are you gonna
See
say?
what comes up. You have to see his lips. One of my uncles has the most insane eyebrows you've ever seen. They just like he doesn't. I don't think he even knows that they exist. Because if he did, he'd be like, "Oh shit, I gotta trim those."
Now I love that. I can't wait to enter my old
Connery.
old guy crazy eyebrows phase.
Yeah, no, they're out of control. My uncle wears New Balances and used to have an old flip phone until very recently. And
What do you upgrade to?
an iPhone. I convinced him. He thought that it was like witchcraft.
Oh,
Thought,
sure.
oh, they're going to be able to steal my information. Uncle Blank, they're not going to be able to do that, man.
I remember, speaking of uncles,
What?
my friend's uncle was in jail for like 10 years.
That's cool.
And I remember we were probably in like freshman year of high school when he was getting out.
Uh-huh.
And we were like, dude, we've gone to like space. I don't know. He's like,
They
not
went
gonna,
to space in the 60s.
no, I know, but like everyone has now. We all like carry the internet.
Oh, right.
It's like,
He's aware of that in prison. It's not like they're in there going,
no, they don't tell you shit.
they tell you stuff.
Yeah, unless you have a nice family member who calls you.
They make TikToks in prison now.
What?
Yeah.
The guards make him do it?
No, the prisoners. Prisoners have smartphones. They have internet access. They got everything, man.
Huh.
So if you need housing, just commit a crime.
No.
And no, don't do that. I would if I were. I mean, if I were at the end of my rope, I'd just rob banks. It's one of two things can happen. You get away with it and you got plenty of cash, or you go to prison. You get prison sucks.
It's most likely prison.
Well, at least you get TikTok there. Yeah, here we go. Here's some prison talk. Prison TikTok. Damn, it's a whole vibe.
Holy shit.
Yeah.
Does that say 6.5 billion views?
Yeah. Jesus Christ. Yeah, they sure
Wait,
do.
you have a cell phone in prison?
Yeah. Well, clearly they're very low quality. It shows them cooking and making stuff.
Unbelievable.
It's wild. I saw a TikTok of a woman prisoner in a lady prison, and she like went up and did a dance, and it was for pen pals. It was like to attract people to want to be her pen pal.
Oh,
And
yeah, that's how they get married in prison.
Yeah, or something. But she was really hot, and people were saying, "Why is my wife in jail? What did my wife do?" It's wild.
It's crazy because every time I look down, I'm like, I turned into a guy I don't like because I'm just like wearing khakis and boat shoes and a rugby shirt.
Well, what's funny is you own these things, so something happened.
Well, I mean, who doesn't own khakis?
I don't.
You don't own khakis? That's weird on you. You don't ever have
It's
to.
not.
You don't ever have to go to a thing where you have to put khakis on.
What thing would I possibly have to go to? Last
Fucking,
I checked, I don't live in Connecticut or New Hampshire.
a fucking like Sweet 16 or something.
What? Buddy, I don't know about you, but I'm only going to quinceañeras, not Sweet 16.
Like a fucking family. You don't go to bar mitzvahs?
I haven't been to a bar mitzvah in ages. The kids aren't religious anymore. Nobody gets bar mitzvah anymore.
Don't you go to golf
Can you
things?
get your foot down? Don't I go to golf things? Yeah, I golf. The last time I golfed.
You don't have to wear khakis.
No. Well, I just wore like, I don't even remember what kind. I just wore dark pants, which was even dumber. But the last time, oh no, I wore shorts. The last time I golfed was last year. My friend is a member of like the Valencia Country Club. I took acid, which I thought would be fun. It was 105 degrees, and we played a full 18 holes, and I was just dying. Not fun to play 18 holes on acid in the valley where it's 105 degrees.
I'm trying to think of something where you would have to wear khakis.
Yeah, well, I mean, you go on a boat, I guess, and then they tell you can't enter without khakis on, and I say, well, I guess I'm not going on the boat. And if I need khakis, I'll borrow them from you. I'll steal them.
You can't
from
fit into these.
Yeah, you're right. I can't. Well, I'm
They're just
what-
gonna come up to your calf. And
I'm a 32. What are you?
You have a 32 waist?
Yeah. Is that huge?
No, that's very trim.
Yeah. Well, I'm a trim guy. What can I say? I'm top heavy.
I guess.
I'm like a. My
You're
mom.
like you're like
my mom said I'm shaped like a triangle upside down.
Ben is shaped like a Grimace.
Grimace is bottom heavy.
Oh yeah.
For those of you who don't know, Grimace was a big purple character that McDonald's had. McDonald's used to have a whole suite of characters. They had
You don't have to explain fucking why. What are you
Because-
doing? Don't explain Grimace.
they had
Please,
Ronald
I'll-
McDonald. They had girl Ronald
Ben, I'm
McDonald.
gonna knock your fucking coffee
had-
off the table if you
they had-
explain Grimace.
They had the hamburger. Yeah, there you go. You got, and then they had Grimace, which was this big purple. I don't know. Was he a germ? What is he? Yeah, McDonald Land.
Wait, they define him? Go up. Oh no.
He's wait. He's
I
a
thought-
large anthropomorphic creature with short arms and legs. He started out as an evil character who used to steal milkshakes before being changed to the good one.
Oh, that's nice. People can change. So
Yeah, it just goes to show that people can change.
if any of our ex-girlfriends are watching, maybe think about Grimace.
All right. Anyway, we got a lot to cover today, folks.
Wait, you know what? You want to switch up the order a little bit? You want to talk about this because we got to say, if anyone watching is in Florida, we hope you're safe. We've been watching some of this
Oh,
footage.
yeah.
It's fucking insane.
It is really insane.
But
In Hurricane Ian.
yeah, terrifying.
Yeah.
But we've talked about some of this stuff before. Remember we covered the Amazon warehouse workers who they were made to work through a tornado.
Oh yeah. Are they working through the hurricane?
No, but so
Great Christ.
Jonah Furman of Labor Notes did he was getting sent some texts from employees where they were being asked to work through the hurricane, and it's
In
just
Florida. What part of Florida were they working?
I think they were in Tampa.
Wow,
About,
which is
like-
one of the places that got hit hardest.
They were pretty close. They were probably about like a 2-hour drive north of some of the hardest hit places.
Yeah.
And some of these texts are wild. So I mean, it started. I was reading this article from Slate where it's
Well, wait. What company is this? Postcard
Postcard
Mania?
Mania.
What the fuck is Postcard Mania?
They make postcards and send them out to people.
Who gives a shit?
So that's the crazy thing. So, but they're not like the small mom and pop thing. They like ship out worldwide. The CEO was, she's like, I want good quarter sales.
People need their postcard.
Yeah, going absolutely crazy.
Jesus H.
So they're asking who has to work in a hurricane, right? This seems like common decency and common sense. But if prior hurricanes are any indication, there will be some employers that still tell people to come in or lose their jobs.
Jeez.
And so, can we pull up the first? Yeah. So Jonah Furman, I guess, was getting texts from some of the employees. Employees at marketing firm Postcard Mania in Clearwater, Florida. Oh, Clearwater are not only being asked to work through the hurricane, but are being told to bring their kids and pets to stay at work overnight so as to continue to service our national clients.
Oh my God, that's dark.
So PCM.
Wait. Well, what are these? Are text messages now that we're reading
Yeah.
from employees who sent it.
PCM was built to withstand Cat 5 winds.
PCM is Postcard Mania.
Jesus fucking Christ! You don't think people
I'm
can,
just
like,
giving the
put-
people context, man. You were just gonna start reading it. And
But
like,
people can put shit together. It's
Yeah,
like-
but I don't know.
We're
but
talking about McDonald's, and you're like, okay, so just so you know, McDonald's is a burger company.
I
It was
know.
started in
People know that.
1932,
People
and
know-
they were a very popular California company, and then Ray Kroger took over. It's like, holy shit,
Gen
they'll
Z-
put some shit together.
Gen Z doesn't know who Grimace is.
Let's let them give it a whirl.
Listen,
Let's let
he
them
was an
try to fucking
anthropomorphic
figure it out.
creature with short arms and short legs. He used to be evil. He's
I
still
mean, are we
cool
going to be able to talk about anything?
Go ahead,
without being
go ahead.
Before you get there, hurricanes are they're categorized by different strengths.
Yeah. Five.
They'll use context clues. They'll get
Okay,
it.
Go ahead. Sorry. You're right. No, you're right.
We moved to a new set, and I'm worried you've never talked to
Wow,
someone
can
before.
someone toss me a life vest? Because I'm drowning over here.
Christ. You think I'm going to be able to get through a sentence?
I don't know. We'll see.
PCM was built to withstand Cat 5 winds. That means Category 5 winds. Those are pretty strong. We would like to continue to service our national clients if we can. Bring your kids to work on Tuesday and Wednesday this week. We will have movies and fun for them. There's little emojis of a film and balloons. Imagine getting this from your boss. From Joy. I've lived here over 30 years. There's always more hype in the media than any storm that has ever hit here. Postcard Mania is the best place to be. It's super strong. Bring your pets if you feel the need. I doubt in the end you will really need to. We are not closing. We are working. We will make it super fun for the kids. See you at staff meeting.
I mean, that sounds fine. If I were a Postcard Mania employee, I'd be like, I'm going to bring my kid. You know what? I'm excited to work. Hey guys, we want to take a quick break to thank another sponsor of today's episode, HelloFresh. With HelloFresh, you get farm-fresh, pre-portioned ingredients and seasonal recipes delivered right to your doorstep. So skip trips to the grocery store and count on HelloFresh to make home cooking easy, fun, and affordable. That's why it's America's #1 meal kit.
HelloFresh offers convenient, contact-free delivery right to your doorstep for easy home cooking with the family. The recipes are easy to follow and quick to make, with steps and pictures to guide you along the way. Do you have a packed schedule this fall? HelloFresh has meals covered with a weekly selection of 30-plus recipes and 70-plus convenience items, all delivered to your door.
Enjoy the freshest fall flavors. Every HelloFresh recipe includes ripe, just-picked produce that travels from the farm to your door in less than a week. Listen, guys, I'm a busy person, okay? I got somewhere to be right now, in fact. I don't have time to go to the store, so guess what? HelloFresh saves me tons of time in my busy, hectic schedule with their prepared ingredients. I don't have to think. I just crack it open and get cooking, baby. One of my favorite recipes they offer is that steakhouse-style pork chop with a creamy pan sauce, roasted potatoes, and lemony broccoli. I'm hungry.
HelloFresh isn't just for dinners. Shop HelloFresh Market for quick breakfasts, wholesome snacks, and even desserts. You'll find everything you need to satisfy your cravings without stepping foot in the grocery store or mini-mart.
Go to HelloFresh.com/Trill65 and use code Trill65 for 65% off plus free shipping. Again, that's HelloFresh.com/Trill65 and use code Trill65 for 65% off plus free shipping. HelloFresh, America's #1 meal kit.
So people are starting to get pissed. So they haven't. I guess they have like an all hands on deck meeting about the hurricane. Oh, this one's gonna be hard to read.
Oh boy,
you want to read it?
I'll read
it as from the CEO Joy.
Cool, so this is
Joy joined us via Zoom, and she said,
Wait, so what is this? This is from the staff meeting. Here are the CEO's remarks on the staff call sent out with minutes from the meeting. Okay. Oh my God, man. I'm going to read this whole fucking thing.
Well, don't read the whole thing.
I'm Joy. Hi, guys. Can you hear me? Say hi to Danny. We're driving. Here's the deal. I guess a hurricane is coming. I've lived in this area for 33 years now, and the media always makes it a lot worse than it has ever been. Obviously, we have a plan for a disaster and hope for a nothing burger, which every single time we plan for a disaster, it's always a nothing burger. So if it's super windy and you feel uncomfortable driving across the causeway, then we'll figure out how to get you to work from home. But I'm not afraid of this thing personally, okay? If you're new to town and you're like, oh no, it's a hurricane. It's not going to be that bad, I promise. But there are evacuation areas. Even Zach's apartment is an evacuation apartment, and he's up a giant hill from the water. Nothing is going to happen over there, okay? I live one down block from the water, but up high on a bluff. My house was built in 1925, and it's still standing. So here's the thing. Okay, if you want to leave your home and you're being told to leave your home and you feel like you should and you feel like you should and you have no place to go, PCM is probably the safest place to be in Florida.
Best place to be.
Anyway, bring your pets, bring your kids, bring everybody to PCM, and Jason can start blowing up those air mattresses if we need to. Been there, done that. It's going to be fine. Obviously, you feeling safe and comfortable is of the utmost importance, but I honestly want to continue to deliver, and I want to have a good end of quarter.
And when it turns into nothing, I don't want it to be like, great, we all stopped producing because of the media. And
sorry, guys. And maybe it was going to be terrible. So let's see. I think it's maybe going to be bad on Wednesday afternoon, okay? It's not going to be nearby until then. Let's just keep track of it. Let's just keep track of it, and we'll keep you informed. We keep looking every 5 minutes at the models to see what's going on, but I think it's going to be a nothing burger like usual. Crossing my fingers, because that's what I'd like. Anyway, raise your hand if you're scared of the hurricane. Okay, nobody. That's right. It's really not going to be that scary, guys, but if you're scared, you're a pussy. I mean, I understand. I also understand why you're not raising your hand, because I just said it's going to be nothing. Honestly, if you don't want to drive over the causeway because of the wind, I understand. But I don't think it's going to be a big deal, okay? So have a wonderful rest of the day.
Have a wonderful rest of your staff meeting. I'm going to get off the Zoom and then click the link so I can watch the staff meeting. Wave at me. Oh, you're so nice for waving, those of you that did. I love you.
Click. That was too long. Why did I read all of that? That was like 18 minutes.
You know what? I was
That
gonna
was
stop
like
you, but,
sweet 16 minutes of
but you,
hell.
But you made me laugh. I couldn't stop laughing.
God, so okay, that was joy. That's postcard mania. You know, oh God.
Can you imagine? You just have to sleep and work through the hurricane
I mean, that would
on
be
an air mattress.
that would be mighty cozy. I will tell you.
Oh, you want to do it?
Hey, I'd be shitting on company time.
Anything for Q4 profits.
Q4 is coming up, and we gotta make.
But so
some profit.
they did end up getting shamed into giving everyone off.
I'm sure. And who the fuck is ordering postcards? They've been in business for 30 years. I don't understand. I can't fathom postcards being a prolific part of.
They're actually
I don't know.
they're actually doing huge numbers. I'm
Really?
not joking with you. Yeah.
But are they wholesalers? Do they sell to the people who then you'd put them on racks at the dollar store?
I thought they were giving them to individual people.
Oh, wow. Okay, I guess. Man, I mean, they really do live up to the name. They are manic about postcards.
But so the problem with this is, the Slate article was talking about the the protections that workers have and stuff, and the problem is, so I think OSHA, for example, issued a violation to Amazon when all the tornado stuff was happening, but it was after the fact, right?
Yeah, and
It was
didn't people die?
yeah.
God.
And so it doesn't matter if you get a fine afterwards.
Yeah,
If your boss is like, no, we got to get these postcards out.
yeah.
Lay your goddamn life on the line for the postcards.
Ah, baboo. You know who lays their goddamn life on the line for those postcards? The postal workers. You know who's been stellar in their service? The United
Post
States
office.
Postal Service.
I love the U.S.
I do.
So do I.
I had a package that was supposed to be delivered. It did not get delivered. I called. I didn't have to wait. It was a guy answered. He opened the ticket for me. He tracked down my package within a day, had it delivered to me. No problem.
Love it.
No problem.
I tweeted something because me and my dad always, we send each other stuff and then we text each other. And we
That
go,
must be nice to be able to text your dad. Someone out there still had. I went to text my dad's old phone number just to see, and it used to be a green bubble because of the whole dead thing.
You texted your dad?
Well, I texted the number because I was gonna be like, "Is anybody out there?" And it was it was blue, and I texted my brothers, and I was like, "Hey, should I tell this person that they got Dad's old phone number?" And one brother was like, "No, don't do that, dude." And I was like, "Yeah, I guess I shouldn't do that." I would like to know if I had someone's dead parents' old phone number.
You should just keep texting them saying Dad, when are you coming home?
Yeah, I could do it to go viral.
You could.
Like, wow, this guy sent messages to his dead dad's phone number, and then finally this happened.
now,
And the this is, please stop fucking texting me.
yeah.
Get therapy.
Say, this is insane. You're going to treat your son like this. What's wrong
Wait,
with
what?
you? That's what you say to the guy.
Oh, yeah. Dad, don't gaslight me.
How's heaven?
Oh, son, I've got news for you.
I'll just say.
That's terrible. I'm not implying that my dad's not in heaven.
I'll just say it's hot as hell down here.
I just don't think I believe in it. I think that we are in hell.
You think we're in hell?
I think we're in purgatory. Some kind of purgatory. That's the tight thing about being a Jew. And I remember learning early on, they were like, we don't believe in hell. We only believe in heaven and purgatory. And I was
you were like,
tight, murder time. Yeah. Then I remember one time.
But wouldn't that send you to purgatory?
Yeah, but it's better than burning, dude.
I don't know. Hell always seems sick when they like Little Nicky. Just AC/DC music and.
I don't think that's what it would be like, man. I don't think that's what it would be like at all.
What do you think it would be like?
I don't know. A lot of itching and burning. It'd be like athlete's foot, the body. On the body.
I could deal with that.
Yeah, okay. So speaking of Amazon, Jeffy B, our man. Hell yes.
Getting into the real estate game like everybody else. I mean, why not?
Yeah. I don't know if I believe this because if Jeff Bezos, so there's this headline that came out that Jeff Bezos
It's not him personally. It's his. It's the real estate company he's backing.
Oh, see, that's fucking clickbait then, man. Because it made it seem like Jeff Bezos himself.
Do you not read the stuff in the, or you just look at?
Oh yeah, I absolutely do.
I don't.
I read
understand
them every time.
What's going on?
Yeah, I read them every single time. Yeah.
So this is just you finding out stuff on the show.
Yeah. Well, I'm representative of the people who are listening and watching. I'm learning with you.
You hear me talking, you go. So if you guys don't know who Jeff Bezos is,
yeah, Jeffy Kisses. He's the guy who started the company that everybody uses for everything now, and we have a problem with, but we still use because there's really no viable alternative. There's Target, but come on. They ship you stuff, and it's just like, hey, you want to order one thing? We're going to put it in a box 10 times the size that is necessary, and somehow it's going to be chewed up and like half open.
That's your experience with Target?
Yeah, dude. It's like every time they've got that fucking dog, Spot, the Target dog. And they're like, hey, chew on these before we send them out.
Okay.
It's obnoxious. It's shitty. Anyway, so Jeff Bezos has a company that's buying single-family homes, huh?
Arrived Homes. It's not just him. A bunch of hot shit billionaires are invested in this. But
Yeah.
I mean, it's there's a ton of these companies now. You all right?
Yeah, I'm just mad
Raging.
reading this. They acquire single-family homes to use as rental properties, then sell shares of these properties to investors.
This actually isn't a horrible idea. Which, I mean, to make money. It's a horrible idea for...
Dude, we got to get that shirt off of you, stat, because it's infecting your brain. Oh, yeah, we could have...
I mean, the returns on this are going to be insane. I'm just a new guy.
I'm sorry, go on. Why is it a great...
Because, I mean, they're obviously going to make a ton of money.
Yeah.
They're going to be short... You're going to have to rent... I mean, there's so many companies like this now. Everyone's probably heard about Flow, that Mark Andreessen invested $350 million into, what is his name? Adam Newman's,
Oh, yeah.
the WeWork guy's new...
Yeah, but that
startup.
one's fucking stupid. That's like
Why?
a lifestyle thing where, hey, if you're single or you don't have kids, come live in this...
But it's not. They're doing the same thing, right? They're not building communities. And that's the thing. These things are very good at... Because they have these pitches, right? And what they're very good at is diagnosing the problem. They go, no one can afford homes. There's a short supply of homes, and you're going, oh man, this is so fucked up. And they're like, we have a solution. And then you kind of just like glaze over, and you're like, they're gonna fix it. But how are they gonna fix the short supply of homes? They're not building new homes.
Right.
They're just buying up new homes with all their equity money.
Right.
And then they're gonna make sure you can't afford homes, but you can rent from them and live in their little shitty communities.
So why is this a good idea? Because you can invest in rental properties?
It's not a good idea to fix anyone's problems. It's a good idea to make a lot of money.
Oh, got it. How is
Yeah.
this different from a REIT, a real estate investment trust, which is a publicly traded vehicle to invest in real estate?
I don't know. I don't know about this.
Oh, they're...
See, if you read the article, you could have been like, oh, we should talk about this.
Oh, yeah, okay, let me just... I mean, it looks like they only own 165 properties with a value of over $60 million, which makes... That's what's
right.
funny.
They're a relatively
They're tiny.
newer player, but then there's some of these other ones, Invitation Homes.
Mm-hmm.
There was an article where they have enough homes to house the entire, obviously a very small nation,
Mm-hmm.
Iceland.
Wow, that's
Yeah.
a lot of homes.
Their portfolio of about 83,000 single family homes.
I'm just... There's two sides to the housing as an investment coin. There's on the one hand, someone in the comments made a good point, which is that it's one of the few ways for people to build wealth, like ordinary people.
We've said that on the show.
Yeah, but the other side of it is that hedge funds and companies like this can just swoop in with their massive swaths of cash and just buy up existing.
Yeah, what do you mean the other side of it? Those are the
Well, that's the other side of
That's
it.
the problem,
That prices people out.
yeah.
They strong arm
Institutional investors, I think, in the last quarter hit an all-time high for buying up. They were like 20% of the buyers or something like that.
You know why that is?
Because we're like continuing the financialization of everything, and
There's that. There's that. It's that now these institutions have made so much money over the last decade from the easy money policies and the bull market that we've had. Now they just like, well, what else is there to do? Let's just fuck it. Let's just buy homes. And also, it is a step beyond. You know how everything is subscription based now? That's how every business now, they get you. It's just everybody's siphoning money from you.
oh yeah,
You
I
got
mean,
Prime, you
don't
got Hulu,
own
you got
anything anymore.
Yeah, it's all subscriptions. Rent is just
Software. You used to.
Rent is just another kind of subscription, dude. I'm telling you, dude. It's like the Netflix of houses. It makes you got to subscribe to live, man. That's how they get you now. That's true. Taxes are just subscriptions. You're subscribing to the government. I wish I could cancel. I wish I could cancel my subscription, if you know what I mean.
Have you ever talked to like one of those, one of those tech guys who don't realize that their idea is just like they invented taxes? Like they're like, because they're like, okay, fine, I'll give it to you. Like the government doesn't work, right? It has its problems. But what about like communities funding their own, infrastructure, right? And you're like,
a little bit of money that you pay.
Like you move into a community, right? And you guys all agree to pay like a certain amount, and then that pays for like, public goods. And you're like, dog, you're talking about taxes.
Yeah.
No. This is different.
Well, it could be different in the sense that they aren't elected officials managing those taxes.
In the sense that you would probably have more of a say where that money is going to get allocated, and you don't have much of a say currently.
It would be tight if the government let you check a box for like, hey, where do you want all this to go? Me, I'm checking that 100% military.
That's what.
Give it to them. Just give it all to them.
We're pretty close.
More
to that.
missiles.
We're pretty close to that already.
Yeah, we are pretty close to that. Do you want to give any to schools? Fuck no, man.
I do find it. We're getting.
That's a joke, by the way. I'm kidding. I want it all to go to.
What do you want it all to go to?
At this point, infrastructure, public transportation. We gotta get. Well, I guess it depends where you.
Back
to. We
or
need
federal. We need a subway system for the country.
Yeah, dude. Fucking Japan.
I mean, that is. It's infuriating, and I honestly think I'm gonna have a mental breakdown when we get to Japan because.
Hell yes.
We've been planning our trip, and Ben's like, we should go to this place. I'm like, I guess it looks so far though, and he's like,
it's 20 minutes.
He's like, it's gonna take 25 minutes on the bullet train. You're like, holy shit, it's infuriating. We're not gonna need a car the whole time.
Oh, but we got Amtrak, dude. Amtrak. Oh wait, what is this? Is this where we are? The Columboat is currently docked.
Oh, that's where we're docked.
Wait, what the fuck? We are currently docked outside Japan. Well, this is news to me. I hope we're not near Fukushima. Oh, the water's irradiated.
Sure.
Oh, maybe it'll give me a superpower. Anywho, you want to talk about this Nord Stream thing?
Sure, let's talk about it a little bit.
Yeah, babu. Okay, so if you've been living under a rock, boy, you must be flat as hell. You must be a damn starfish if you've been living under a rock.
Yourself.
Nah, man, or a bug. You lift up a rock when you're a kid, and I remember thinking, how the fuck do these bugs survive under here? They're under a rock, man. It's crushing them. How are they not dead?
They have different bodies.
I guess, man.
Gravity affects them.
I guess. Those roly-polies. Or if you're from the East Coast, what do they call those things? Roly-polies are called...
We call them roly-polies.
Yeah, but there's a different
Circle
word.
bugs.
The fuck?
Ball bugs.
No, the pill bugs.
Yeah, I guess.
That's probably like a Montana thing. Freaks over there.
What do you call the bugs that have the lights on their butt?
Fireflies.
Lightning.
Well, yeah, we say both.
We don't have them here, so it's just...
Have you ever taken the New York Times quiz where they can guess where you're from?
I'm not a neolib. I don't read the New York Times. No, wait, I'm kidding, but what?
It's like an old quiz. It basically asks you a bunch of questions like, what do you call this? What do you call that? What would you say if someone just... And then at the end, they're like, you're from New Jersey. And you're like, wow, you got it.
I didn't need a quiz to tell me that. I know, like, that's the whole thing is, hey, what do you call a highway? Do you say the 605 or do you just say 605? I say the 605. Wow, then you must be from California. Whoa, you got me, Copernicus. Damn. All right. Anyway, Nord Stream is...
Ben is like...
It's this coffee, baby. I got this hill. I got this...
Should we move it over here for a second?
No. I'm fine. So, it's the boat, man. I got my sea legs.
Okay.
They're huge.
I'm worried about what you're going to say about Nord Stream. This one's a bit delicate.
There's a piss joke in there, but I can't make it. I don't
think there is a piss joke in the Nord Stream.
Yeah, well, because stream is piss.
Also, I like this. I'm going to become a bad guy. I like being a bad guy.
You can be one of those good bad guys.
No. I want to be a bad guy.
Yeah?
Yeah.
Damn, so racism then.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. Well, you heard it here first, folks.
Yeah, now let's talk
Wait,
about...
can it just be racist against whites?
Yeah, because we're going to talk about these geopolitical issues, and no one's safe in
I
Europe.
think they should round up all white people and put them in camps. They would love it. White people love camping.
Not that kind of camping. Not enforced camping.
Oh, you give them some granola, they'll be happy.
As a Jew, I'm surprised you have that would have that thought.
You know, part of me, that's the thing about us. We find we're like roaches. You know, we find a way to
Trillionaire mindset.
survive.
That is not the views of the Trillionaire mind. We would never think of Jews as roaches. Ben just had too much coffee, I think.
I'm not even done with it either.
Are there any other ethnicities you'd like to call roaches before we don't? Why did you think about it?
I'm just trying to think of what else I have in my genetics so I could say that. I think I'm part Scandinavian.
Roaches.
Yeah. Oh, just
The
terrible.
the roaches of the north.
The people with brown hair and pasty skin and green eyes.
I thought they
absolute.
were all blonde.
Well, this is the Jew. Anyway, Nord Stream. We got the part 2, the pipeline that they just finished building that was supposed to supply all of the natural gas from Russia to Europe via Germany. Back in February, President Biden was on the record just like being interviewed saying that if Russia invades Ukraine, the Nord Stream 2 will like come to an end. We're going to stop it.
Yeah.
And someone says incredulously,
How would you make that
How would
happen?
you make that
Germany's
happen?
in control of
Germany's in control. He said, oh,
it. Just
trust me, Jack.
It'll go away.
It'll go away.
Victoria Nuland, famous. She's been in like every state department since fucking like I don't even know the 90s.
Since George Washington.
She said this. She said a similar thing, and I don't. Have you said what happened? So both Nord Stream 1 and Nord Stream 2.
Both of them got bombed.
Yeah, there were explosions,
Holy shit.
and both Nord Stream 1 and Nord Stream 2 are made up of 2 pipelines. So it's 4 total pipelines. I think one of the pipelines in Nord Stream 2 is still operational.
Got it. And they're
And now-
under the Baltic Sea.
Yep. And now there's a whole and it carries natural gas from Russia to Germany.
Right.
And now it's a big whodunit.
Yeah, 3 separate leaks erupted from the Nord Stream 1 and 2 pipelines. And everybody's now, it's obvious that it's not accidental. Like, this shit doesn't just happen, 1, and doesn't just happen, 2, in these 3 different locations. And 3, as if this wasn't confusing enough, they don't just, during this time with all the geopolitical shit that's going on, it's obvious that it was deliberate. And there's a lot of speculation that it was us, that it was America.
There's also a lot of speculation that it was Russia. There's also a lot of speculation that it was Poland.
Really? Why Poland?
Well,
they're
that's the whole
stupid?
thing. They're trying to.
Well, because famously Polish people are stupid.
I know. You don't have to,
I can say that
you
because
don't
I'm
have
Polish.
to explain everything.
Well, people might not know that that's an old trope that Poles are stupid.
They'll get there.
Okay. I don't know about...
No, but they're all pointing fingers, and it's getting a little bit partisan too. So, some more right-wing people are blaming the Biden administration.
Right.
Tucker Carlson had a big long segment saying, "I don't know who did this. Was it Russia?"
Yeah. I can do
No,
it.
no, not was it Russia. Was it the Biden administration?
Yeah.
The New York Times article that we were pointing to, it was the same. I think the title of the article, unless they changed it because they sometimes do that, was. Yes, they did it. They're such little fucking shits. But they literally said, who bombed the pipe? Like, who sabotaged the pipelines? And then in parentheses, was it Russia?
Well, I was reading, and I have no idea who said it, so it's all fuck all, but there were, like, Russian submarines that were spotted near the pipeline or something, and I forgot what the... Well, because Tucker Carlson's whole thing, wormy piece of shit Tucker Carlson. Let's just listen to a second of this so I can refresh or get it primed, because I can do an impression of him, I think.
If you are Vladimir Putin, you would have to be a suicidal moron to blow up your own energy pipelines. That's the one thing you would never do. Natural gas pipelines are the main source of your power and your wealth, and most critically, your leverage over other countries. Europe needs your...
I want to do...
Either
I just
do it or
fucking
don't.
hate him. Yeah, I know,
Shoot
but
or-
I want to do it from the other perspective of why... Of Russia...
I do have to agree. I have a hard time seeing the Russian motive of, they could have just turned the fucking things off if they wanted the power.
Fuck, I read it just this morning on why Russia would have done it, which is to provoke and further escalate things.
But then why not just turn them off?
They already did turn them off.
I know. So what do you accomplish by blowing them
Because
up?
it gives them an excuse to then ratchet up the rhetoric that they're being attacked, and then therefore
they're doing a false flag.
It's like Germany with the Reichstag fire.
Okay.
That was a major turning point in World War II.
So they're trying to start a full-blown war.
Yeah, I think so, because they have nothing.
It is. Was it Russia?
Was it Russia? So who really did it? Wait, give me. Tucker Carlson would have to be.
So Tucker, we've invited you on today to talk about the Nord Stream 2.
No, something way more trivial, because normally he's so. Grimace. He used to be the guy who would try to steal your milkshakes, but now the liberals want to make him the guy who.
I like when
who encourages trans teens to transition.
I like when he gets mad that he no longer wants to fuck fictional characters.
Oh, yeah.
Grimace used to be fuckable.
Grimace used to be fuckable. One might even call him thick. Now, not so much.
Because of the woke?
Wokeism has even infected our precious fast food characters. Look at him now. He's unfuckable. You wouldn't...
Because of our fat is beautiful culture, we have rounded out Grimace.
Grimace used to sport a very attractive rack. But thanks to the Kim Kardashianism of everything in media now, Grimace is only...
Why can't you...
It's just, I don't know, bottom heavy. Grimace used to have a visible bulge. Arguably one of the most masculine characters in the entire McDonaldland lore.
That is... He looks like he's getting sucked off.
No, he's pouring coffee on himself. Have you ever seen the... Hey, Luke, can you please Google what's the matter or craving my McNuggies? Do you know exactly what I'm talking about? Oh, wow, you're going to love this. It's a fan fiction that was very popular. I don't know if it was popular, but...
Oh, yeah, I remember this. Damn, Grimace did used to be fuckable.
Oh, yeah, look at that.
Talk about caked up.
For the audio listener, it is a very caked up, fuckable looking... Tucker Carlson would lose his mind at this. You could tell him that this is real and he'd believe it. So now McDonald's wants us to believe that Grimace is fuckable and has a thick ass. But who would want to fuck this? I don't know what this is or where I'm going. But so
you just wanted to prove that you could do Tucker Carlson.
Yeah.
And I think
well, I wanted to.
There's no one out there who can say that you can do it.
Yeah, nobody. It's very easy. You just have to sound like you're.
All right, what were you going to say about the pipe?
Well, I think that it was Russia. I think that I think that it could have been America, but I think that.
Damn, I
actually don't know. I'm on the fence.
I was going to say. Neither of us have any idea. No one has any idea. The CIA probably knows, but if people are telling you they know, they're lying. We can all speculate. Honestly, you know me.
You think it was America?
Yeah.
They strapped it to some bombs to some dolphins that they'd been training for a while. Sent them down there.
I mean, also the fact that the Baltic pipe came online so quickly is fucking very odd.
What do you mean?
The Baltic pipe is it's a new pipeline that brings natural gas from, I believe, Norway to Poland now.
Oh shit!
And
that's great.
Through Denmark.
Oh,
and so Europe will not have to be reliant on Russia's natural gas.
Part of the speculation of why it was America was because if it was still there in place, intact, and winter comes and Germany is just absolutely suffering and they say mercy, turn it back on, please, and Russia says, okay, stop supporting Ukraine, they could say, okay, sure. America would effectively force Europe to stay in the fight by removing that factor altogether. Right? I believe that was what Tucker dipshit was saying, but who knows, baby? It's gone. It blew up.
The thing about it is it's very scary. You know, it's starting to feel a lot like we're living through history, and that's never fun.
I mean, technically, that's like saying every photo of you is you when you're younger. Like,
No,
yeah,
it's
we're
not.
always living through history.
I'm kind of referencing that. You know that quote where it's like, yeah.
May you live through interesting times or whatever.
No, why say yes?
Because I thought I knew, dude.
It's like there's 10 years go by that feels like nothing happens, and then there's 10 minutes that go by where everything feels like you get it. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, no, I totally follow what you're saying.
But it feels like it's between markets crashing everywhere, like economies turning upside down everywhere, potential nuclear war between the two biggest nuclear powers.
Man, I just don't think it's going to happen.
An entire continent maybe freezing to death over the winter.
Yeah.
I mean, and they get the most. Europe is obviously going to get the most coverage, but there's a ton of countries where all of this, who are going to have a huge problem importing energy, right?
Yeah.
And it's only going to get more and more expensive. It's not going to be good. I mean, and not only that, so you're also seeing. Are you okay?
Yeah, I'm fine. I just took a breath. Go ahead. We're also seeing what?
You're seeing, political unrest in these countries too, right? Italy just elected, what's her name? Giorgia Meloni.
Spaghetti.
Yeah, Georgia Spaghetti. Bit of has some fascist roots.
I don't know anything about her, so I just saw what she said in response to Macron this morning.
What did she say to Macron?
Because Macron said a bunch of nasty things about Italians or something.
Like what? Like that?
Like seriously,
I'm gonna be pissed. Tell me.
He said a bunch of. he said that you smell like marinara sauce.
I'll give him that.
Yeah, but no,
My
did.
fingers always smell like garlic.
He said some things about Italians, and this woman responded and called out France. And I was scrubbing through it, but one of the things she calls out is their exploitation of Africa and the mines and stuff, and saying that they import 30% of their uranium from Africa. Meanwhile, 90% of the people in that country that they export it from doesn't even have power, and just calling them out, basically saying, you guys are hypocrites. What the fuck? But anyway.
Oh, I mean, and that's the problem, right? It's, the neoliberal class that has ascended and ruled for decades now has, they're very easy to critique, right?
Yeah.
It's like what I was saying before. These problems are very easy to diagnose, and it's very easy to get people behind you when you can diagnose the problems.
Mm-hmm.
You don't necessarily have to have the best solution. You just get people pissed off.
Yeah.
And that's what's happening. The energy crisis all across Europe, it's fucking so expensive. Housing prices are going to go up. I was reading in the UK, it's different than here with, how you get like a fixed 30.
They drive on the other side. Dude, you got to be careful with how hard you slam this table. You don't know your own strength. You got Grimace strength and you don't even know it.
Just go. No. Just go.
You were just because I insert a little joke like that doesn't mean you can't continue your point. Yeah, it's crazy expensive over there.
I don't even remember what I was saying.
It's different. You were saying it's different.
Everything's different. Different how? What was I saying?
You were saying rent and stuff and how things are done over there. It's different.
I don't remember.
Damn, I apologize. You turn red like marinara sauce, I'll tell you that. But speaking of the UK.
Oh, it's different. In America, you'll get a fixed 30-year mortgage, right? You'll get locked into a rate.
Mm-hmm.
I'm pretty sure they get new rates like every 2 to 5 years. So now with everything that's happening, people
automatically?
I don't know exactly how it works. I was trying to look into it, but now, so people, they're getting hit with huge energy prices, and they're because the UK, the Bank of England, is also going to be raising rates. They're going to be having much higher housing payments.
Also, the Bank of England just narrowly averted a huge fucking disaster. I don't know if anybody saw this or is paying attention, but the British pound, like fully almost, you could call it a collapse over the last week. Just fucking collapsed.
Yeah, other countries are they're saying their economy looks like an emerging market, emerging economy.
And an emerging market is one that's a lot more volatile. And yeah, UK in turmoil as governments gamble to solve economic woes fuels the crisis instead. So they've got this new prime minister, Liz Truss, and
in Liz we trust.
I like that. So
Liz we don't trust. She's not.
I don't really understand exactly what happened because I haven't been able to dive into it too well. But basically, their bond yields were skyrocketing because there was an all-out liquidation of the bonds themselves. And for those of you who don't remember, there is an inverse correlation. When bond prices go down, the yields go up. and they basically had to step in to provide liquidity to prevent it from further going absolutely bananas.
Right, and they're going to be injecting like 5 billion pounds every month.
Yeah, something like that. It's not good, but there was one banker who said that it was close to their Lehman moment, and Lehman famously was the big tinderbox that finally ignited in America in.
Yeah, they were talking about it in the Financial
2009.
Times yesterday about how people don't really realize that we just averted a huge crisis.
Yeah. So, hey, maybe we're near a bottom, because that was the same thing that happened in 2008, 2009, is like we were hours away from a huge crisis until the government stepped in and did
But
what
that's
they
what
did.
is making me nervous. There are all these little things, right? And it feels like the big thing just hasn't come yet. That's what's like, it doesn't all just happen at once, right?
Right.
You just kind of start to see it happening, and like there's no way. It seems like the people in power have no real ability to right the ship, right?
Yeah.
They throw Boris Johnson out, and they're like, okay, Liz Truss is now gonna turn the ship around. I think someone put up the two covers of The Economist. I can't remember exactly, but the first headline from like a month ago was Liz Truss, and they were like, she's the woman for the job or whatever. And then it's just the one that came out this week was just her on a sinking ship, like she's fucked.
There is at least here stateside, there's, I don't know what you'd call it, but there's a popular ism or something that you can gauge major turning points in the market by what's on the cover of The Economist. Like right before was it before COVID crash? Right before I think it was before the COVID crash, there was a Economist cover that had like all these, it was an illustrated picture of bulls like running towards you, and it was like Microsoft, Google, Apple, Amazon, and it was like the new bull market is here, and then a couple weeks later, boom, it's gone. And then you look.
They're the Jim Cramer.
Yeah.
Of the.
Yeah, they're kind of the Jim Cramer of the
literary or magazine world.
Of the magazine world. Speaking of, we've got to get to the Fed, because there was this guy. Who the fuck is Jeremy Siegel? Anyway?
He's a professor at UPenn at Wharton School of Business.
There we go. So this professor at UPenn said what everybody's thinking, and he just really went off. He was on MSNBC the other day, and let's listen to a bit of this.
Money supply data, which is going to show the greatest decline in 5 months that we've had in the post-war period. I mean, if he looks at any of the monetary or financial indicators, he can't say, oh, we have to keep them on. I mean, at his press conference, he said, we have to get real rates in the positive territory. They're in positive territory for every maturity.
He's talking about
for the first time in years, we're already there. I thought that was the most uninformative. And no one was asking him a hard question. How do we have 3.2 million new workers and GDP going down? What does that mean? What does the record decline in the money supply mean? I mean, what does the collapse in commodity prices mean? What is the lag construction of these
I love that he's got transitions lenses.
Oh, of course, that's the old guy move.
Keep going, please.
That are 40% of the core inflation, which are going to filter through inflation for the next 12 to 15 months. Is that what he's looking at? Why is he looking at that? That's not an accurate view of what housing inflation is. I mean, there were no hard questions. There were 50
I know, that's the thing.
there.
No one's in there asking these fucking questions. I don't really understand what's going on. And I mean, it's nice to see him screaming about it. And now, you're seeing some of these things in mainstream sources
about like what the fuck is the Fed doing?
What the real consequences of this will be. Yeah. But
the most powerful unelected man, Jerome Powell.
People have been talking about what the Fed's doing, and they're planning for a while now. It's just no one has been listening.
Yeah.
So it's nice to see this guy. I mean, I don't, because this is just 2 minutes, but I think he went on for a while. But there was one video I saw where he's talking about, he's like, they're talking about lowering wages when you're seeing record corporate profits. You know what I mean? Why does this have to come off the backs of employees? I don't understand what the fuck is going on.
Yeah, it's truly insane. It's clown world. Can we go back to the outline, please? There was Stan Druckenmiller, my favorite trader, guy. He was interviewed at a conference the other day, and he's saying something that's very pertinent, which is, this is a quote from him: all those factors that cause a bull market, if for those of you who don't know and remember, a bull market is good. It goes up. All those factors that cause a bull market, they're not only stopping, they're reversing. We're in deep trouble. You don't even need to talk about black swan events to be worried here. The risk reward of owning assets no longer makes a lot of sense. So that's basically shit's not good. And he said something here that's kind of what I've harped on before. He said, my first boss told us what's obvious is obviously wrong. It's already reflected in security prices. If everything is rosy, it's already in the stock price. There's nobody left to buy. It's not an accident that almost every stock market bottom happens during a recession and during lousy earnings, because it's all priced in, right?
Right.
Like we talk about that sometimes. And every top happens with consumer confidence high, not low, like because there's nobody left to buy. That's kind of the thing here, which is, that's no news to anybody. It should be. Our central case is a hard landing by the end of 2023. I will be stunned if we don't have a recession in 2023, and I will not be surprised if it's not larger than the so-called average garden variety. So, there's a lot to unpack here. Can we scroll down a little bit? And I know we're short on time, but yeah, basically everything that gave us the bull market is being reversed. We had quantitative easing, easy money via low rates, free movement of trade, geopolitical peace. All of that is like going in the other direction. So, shit's not good. But as we were saying yesterday, it feels bad because we're coming down off of such a big high, right?
When you look at all the charts that people are throwing up, it always looks like this steep drop off, but then if you pull out a little bit, you can see everything going absolutely apeshit for 2 years.
Yeah.
And now it looks like it's returning.
It's a reversion to the mean kind of thing. So like, for example here, Goldman Sachs has their year-end target for the S&P 500 at 3,150. Relative to the post-COVID high of 4,800, that's a big drop. But even if it happens, even if we see 3,150, it would still be in line with historical averages for bear markets. So it's like, it's all kind of, I'm just trying to give some perspective here so that you don't fucking panic. And that's the thing too, is everybody talking about a recession, you're going to fucking will it into existence. Everybody needs to chill out, especially you, Jerome Powell,
I was going to say,
mouth.
It's not other people willing this into existence. There's a handful of people willing it to.
Yeah, and I fucking hate them. If you're Jerome Powell, I don't understand what you're thinking. At this point, we all know that you're trying to stop inflation, right? But you can only stop inflation. You can only, your tools are so limited. You can only affect so little. Your tool, you're going to build a house with a fucking screwdriver, right? Maybe, and a hammer. I don't know. But
that's all it takes, folks.
They're hiking rates into market conditions where historically they would pivot and pause or lower rates.
Yeah, but he said they're going to keep going.
Yeah, and that leaves us incredibly vulnerable, right? Because their hikes could potentially crash the economy while we still have high inflation.
You don't like that?
No, I don't like that. They can't fix the other causes of inflation. They can't fix supply chains. They can only affect the demand side. And that's their tactic. Like at this point, all Powell would have to do is say, okay, we're going to pause. We're not going to hike anymore. That would be enough. That would cause enough momentum and positivity to the upside in stocks that could have a reverberating effect elsewhere throughout, corporate America and whatever the fuck parts of the economy, that everybody would at least be able to take a breather and go, okay, the thing that is causing interest rates to skyrocket and the fucking dollar to skyrocket and stock prices to drop and everybody to collectively lose $9 trillion of wealth that has just been erased. He has the power to at least put a tourniquet on and stop the bleeding, but he's fucking not, because he thinks that the only way to stop inflation is through the rising interest rates.
Right.
Suck my dick, Jerome Powell.
Holy
Suck
shit.
my dick,
You heard it here
butthole
first.
mouth.
Also important to note that $9 trillion of American wealth, that's $8 trillion of it was from the top 10%.
Good.
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 Fuckers.
Fucking Mark Zuckercorn with your
But so
$70
that's the
billion
thing,
dollars
you know,
lost.
they'll say they'll say the number. They're like, well, $9 trillion. So people are going to be pulling back spending, and then they're like, well, that's like all coming off rich people. They're still going to spend.
I'm so mad, man. Powell waited so long to pivot. He waited too long so that the medicine that the market needed would have the worst effect on it. People were saying for the longest time, like, why are you still keeping interest rates at rock bottom when the stock market has surpassed the pre-COVID levels, when everything is looking rosy, when employment is like plummeting? You're delaying the inevitable, and you're making that inevitability all the more painful when you finally do it.
Right.
So that's why I say again, suck my ass, Jerome Powell.
Maybe he will.
God.
Don't I
Yeah,
kind of
maybe
look
he
like I
will.
could be his son now?
Yeah.
Dad,
My dad runs Fed.
Dad, stop raising interest rates. This is crazy.
Can I have $5,000, please?
Dad, I'm behind on rent again. But seriously, with the interest rates. You serious? Dad,
He's worth like $100 million.
I got to do maintenance on the boat.
Yeah. Again with the shoe on the desk. That's cool. That's a
Well, I'm
nice
trying to
touch.
show everyone the I'm Jerome Powell's baby boy.
Yeah, his baby boy. But so personally, the SPY, the S&P is at a crucial juncture. Everybody's watching this like $360 level because on the weekly chart that was the June low. We put in a big low in June, and that's where now everybody's expecting the line in the sand to hold again, and we hope that it does. But if it doesn't, the next spot that everybody's looking at is we've talked about the 200-day moving average, right? As being a big long-term trend that you want to hold. Well, we're currently below the 200-day moving average, and nothing good happens below the 200-day because you're under the long-term trend. But on a weekly basis, the 200 weekly period is just below at around 348. So that's the next level that everybody's watching. I personally think it's probably going to break below it.
If I keep putting every time it goes lower and I keep putting money in, is that bad?
No.
Great.
Because guess what? When it keeps
I
getting
know.
lower, you get to buy more.
At cheap.
Yeah.
But it's starting to get a little hairy.
It is. So, and this is what scares me, is that we're entering uncharted territory in terms of what this market will be. Are we going to is this a new paradigm where we're just, hey, now it's a different market than we've been used to for
well,
the
you know
last
what your
10
boy
years.
Stan Druckenmiller also said?
He thinks it's going to be sideways for 10 years.
Yeah.
But
That
sideways
doesn't make me feel great.
sideways can mean a lot of different things. Sideways can have
It actually can't. It's usually
It
just
can-
the one thing.
Well, no, it doesn't mean that it's
No, I
going to
know.
be unchanged.
I know.
It means that, yeah, over time, and depending on when you start that measuring stick, if you're starting from 4,800 2 years ago or last year, whenever the fuck, yeah, in 10 years, it might take us to get back to that point. That's no good.
Great. I didn't start back then.
Yeah. Well, I mean, you look at what happened to Japan. It took Japan like 30 years for their market to eventually get back to their all-time high. But that high was also put in. That's bad if you bought back then, sure. But from the bottom, if you were buying at the bottom, then you're sitting pretty.
Buying at the... I mean, dude, there are some people who are like... I know it's probably a joke, but you see people rooting for the housing crash and everything.
Yeah.
Because they're like, oh, I'll finally be able to afford a home. And it's like, that's not how it's going to work.
Yeah.
And, you know, what's going to happen is what happened in 2000. All these cheap homes are going to be... All these fucking flows and arrived homes and invitation home... Just going to buy up houses.
Yeah,
on
there's a lot
cheap.
more money out there than there was. There's like there's trillions of dollars
Every
in
home
cash.
is just going to get gobbled up.
Yeah.
Fuck,
Everybody's
man.
got the same idea.
I got to scrape together a down payment when the fucking market crashes.
Dude, we got to commit some arson or something.
I gotta get some kind of like foreclosed home in Pasadena or something.
Wait.
It's my only shot at ever
So,
owning a home.
yeah, God forbid. I really hope not. I hope it's not our only shot. But I personally, okay, so a couple things. So I think that this is my kind of prediction. I think that we're going to break below that 200 weekly moving average because everybody's expecting it to hold. And the minute that it doesn't, there's going to be a little bit more of a flush down to a big level, which is around 340 on the SPY, 3,400 on the S&P. But that brings us into, there's also this October seasonality, right? September is historically the worst performing month, but then October usually is a big turnaround. I think that we might break that seasonality trend, and I think that October could see some further lows, but then I think that that sets us up for a big bounce into November. That's what I'm positioned. That's what I'm angling for and looking for.
Great.
And it'll also line up with us being in Tokyo, because when I travel, shit happens. And I suspect that and a lot can happen between now and then. All it
when
takes
you travel, shit happens, but you like miss out on stuff?
Yeah. It's like, it's a thing.
No, that's like in your mind.
Well, it's because I'm the main character.
Right.
Yeah.
Oh, now everything's happening.
Yeah. Naturally. But I do want to point out.
Are you not going to trade when you're in Japan?
No, I'll bring my laptop.
But I guess the time zones are going to be...
Time zone's going to be fucked. But interestingly, Netflix is one of the only stocks that has been kind of holding up relatively well. And that's one that I still think I'm holding.
Weird. You keep seeing all these headlines about how, like I just saw one that they're, more and more people are leaving.
Netflix?
Yeah. But I guess they're waiting for that ad tier.
Yeah, that ad tier is going to be a huge...
You're so stoked for it.
I think, I'm going to rejoin because I don't give a shit.
Because you don't give a shit?
I'll pay $9 instead of $20 and have some commercials. Hey, it gives me an opportunity to get up and go pee.
Check my phone.
Check my rice cooker. Check what's going on. Hey, what?
Go ahead.
Well, I made some ground turkey last night, and I'm pumped on it because...
Why did you say it like, hey...
Well, because I was going to say something else, but I did just want to point out that I'm excited to get my cholesterol under control. It was so good, and it was so easy to cook, and it tasted yummy. That about wraps it up for this episode of Trillionaire Bodset. Stay tuned for After Hours, where we talk about the CIA is launching a podcast, we fucked up an asteroid, MGT is single? What? Mackenzie Bezos is single again? She got divorced?
Do you look at the fucking thing when we...
I like to be surprised. We're talking about Liver King's ass. What? And much more where that came from. So if you haven't already, go to tmgstudios.tv, subscribe to us.
And remember, I'm a bad guy now.
Yeah. He's got dog shit on the bottom of his foot. I've been smelling it this whole time. No, but I can't see your bulge through those khakis. Nice dick. Or wait, what's the wee thing, the meme? Nice cock. Do you know what I'm talking about? Do you know what I'm talking about? Yeah, everybody knows except for you.
Can we get the float on the bulge?
No, we're not doing that. So that about wraps it up. Leave a comment if you liked this episode. Subscribe. Tell a friend. Hell, tell 5. See if I care.
Tell
10.
10.
Tell all if you
20.
got 10. If you don't have 10 friends, make some more. Go up to people.
Use this podcast to make friends.
Point aggressively at a stranger.
Listen to this.
Yeah. So long, everybody. This week on After Hours. Go on.
I watched Jonah Peretti.
Suck off Ben Kahn. Can you make us go viral?
You were one of the guys he cheated on his wife with.
Shut up. Please.
Sign up on tmgstudios.tv to watch the full bonus episode.